Hello friends, welcome to Thumb Science. In this lecture, we are going to discuss a problem on steam nozzle. To solve this problem, we are going to use steam table as well as Molear chart. How to solve a problem using steam table and using Molear chart, that we are going to discuss in this problem. We are planning to solve 7 problems with different parameters for better understanding. Today we will discuss problem number 1. That is, steam expands isentropically, which means ideally there is no friction in a nozzle. We have taken conversion nozzle because there is no indication of throat or conversion direction. That's why we have taken conversion nozzle from 1 megapascal 250 degrees Celsius to 10 Pascal. So the entry of the nozzle is 1 megapascal 250 degrees Celsius, that is P1 T1, and expands to 10 kilopascal, that is P2. The flow rate of steam is 1 kg per second. Find the following when inlet velocity is neglected. Remember, we know that inlet velocity of the nozzle is very low compared to the exit velocity. Even if they not mentioned, we have to neglect the inlet velocity. If they have given, we have to consider. Find quality of steam, exit velocity and exit area. This is not A1, this is A2. We need to find out exit area. We need to find out. Now look at the problem. We know the given data. First we need to know steam properties at entry of the nozzle. At entry we know P1 1 megapascal, T1 250 degrees Celsius. So 1 megapascal is nothing but 10 bar. So inlet from steam table at pressure 1 megapascal, that is 10 bar, and temperature 250 degrees Celsius. First we need to know what type of steam it is. If you check the question, they have not mentioned the type of steam. So keep this temperature as like that. For this pressure, find out what is the saturated temperature. Already we have taken, that is 179.9 degree Celsius. So now we come to know this saturation temperature is less than given temperature. So steam is superheated steam. Remember, the given temperature higher than the saturation temperature. So steam is superheated. So now we have to use superheated steam table to find out the properties. That is specific volume, specific enthalpy, specific entropy. So we have to use superheated steam table. The pressure of 10 bar and temperature 250 degrees Celsius. For 10 bar, draw the horizontal line. For 250 degrees Celsius, draw the vertical line. You can see the intersection, that is specific volume is equal to 0.2328. 0.2328 meter cube per kg. Next one, table number 4, we can get specific enthalpy. Again 10 bar pressure, 250 degrees Celsius. You can see the intersection, 2943 kilojoule per kg is the enthalpy at inlet. Next one, specific entropy, that is table number 5, 250 degrees Celsius, 10 bar. You can see 6.926 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. These are the inlet conditions of the steam. Now we have to check exit. That is at state 2. We know to expand to a pressure of 0.1 bar. How to find out quality of steam? Very simple. In nozzle we know the flow is isentropic, which means entropy is constant. S1 is equal to S2. First we find out what is the saturated entropy at this pressure, 0.1 bar. You can see table number 2, 0.1 bar SG you take 8.150. 8.150. Look here, how much we have? 6.926. So 8 is higher. So this entropy is higher than S1. So steam is wet steam. S2 greater than S1, steam is wet steam. So once it's wet steam, we have to take all properties, that is HF, HFG, SF, SFG, VF, VFG. Here VF is very very small compared to the VFG. So VFG is not there. We can take VG. So as per steam table, you can see HF 191.8, HFG 2392.8, SF 0.649, SFG 7.501 and VG 14.67. So take all the properties here. These are the properties at state 2, but we need to know what is the enthalpy, final entropy, final specific volume at state 2. Since it's wet steam, we need to find out quality of steam. So we follow it's wet steam, how much wet it is, that we need to find out. So we know that S1 is equal to S2, isentropic flow in a nozzle. So S1 is equal to S2 is equal to SF2 plus X2 SFG2. Take bracket for these two, then only you will be having better understanding. Take bracket for these two. We know S1 already we found out from state 1. S1 is equal to SF2 we found out from steam table. X2 we need to find out, and SFG we have already. So X2 is equal to 0.837. So this much wet is there, dryness fraction. So this much gas we have, the rest of things are wet. Once you know dryness fraction, that is 0.837, we can find out H2. Same formula we use, HF2 plus X, X2 SFG2. Substitute, you can find out the H2 value at state 2, 2194.65 kilojoule per kg. If you know H1, if you know H2, you can find out what is the exit velocity, because quality of steam is over. Now we need to find out velocity of steam at the exit. So C2 is equal to, already we have derived this equation, 44.72 root of H1 minus H2. Substitute, you will get C2 is equal to 1223.92 meter per second. This is the exit velocity. Now we need to find out exit area of the nozzle. To find out exit area of the nozzle, we have to move on to continuity equation. That is m dot is equal to rho 1 a1 c1 is equal to rho 2 a2 c2. M dot they are given in question. So now we can replace this equation. A2 is equal to m dot divided by rho 2 c2. This is inversely proportional to the specific volume. Again, this equation can be written as A2 is equal to m over dot x2 v2 divided by c2. We know, substitute, mass flow rate is 1 kg per second, x2 dryness fraction found out, vg we have taken steam table, and we know the exit velocity. Area becomes 0.01 meter square. This is how we can solve this problem by using steam table. Same problem, how to solve with help of Molear chart. Only the properties that we have to take from the Molear chart, the rest of formulas are same. So how to find out H1, S1, V1, H2, S2, V2 from the Molear chart. Now we will discuss about it. This is our Molear chart. We know P1 10 bar, T1 250 degrees Celsius. First mark the intersection point. Look at here. These are our pressure lines. So 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar, 5 bar, 6 bar, 7 bar, 8 bar, 9 bar, 10 bar we have here. So this is a 10 bar line. And 250 degrees Celsius. Check here. 150, 200, 250 degrees Celsius is there. See the intersection. See the intersection. This is our intersection point. That is point 1. That is the state 1 we have. So flow is isentropic. From state 1 we can find out what is our enthalpy, because at this place we will be having the enthalpy. The flow is isentropic, so entropy is constant. S1 is equal to S2, so we have to draw the straight line. So draw the horizontal line to find out enthalpy, draw the vertical line to find out entropy at state 1. Specific volume you can see here, 0.2 we have, 0.5 we have, it is in between. I'll tell you how to find out specific volume. Now state 2, pressure is equal to 0.1 bar. So that is, we have here 0.1 bar. This is 0.1 bar line. So mark the intersection, that is here, that is our state point 2. So again draw the horizontal line to find out H2. Very simple. This is how we have to mark points on Molear chart for the given conditions. So now we'll check the enthalpy and entropy. Check, these are our state 1, these are our state 2. For state 1, you can see the enthalpy 2900. Each box carries 10. So 2910, 2920, 2930, 29 something 400 we can take. Okay, 400 something we can take kilojoule per kg. This is our H1. Similarly, you can see here it's less than slightly below. So 2195 we can go kilojoule per kg Kelvin. This is our H2. So H1, H2 is over. Now how to find out entropy? Very simple. Straight line, right? This is a straight line, right? So straight line. This we have 6.8, 6.82, 6.84, 6.86, 6.87 we can take 6.87 we can take kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Now how to find out specific volume? Very simple. Here I given some mathematical calculation. Check. For V2 we are going to find out specific volume as state 2 we are going to find out. Check here. Here we have state 2. This is our state 2. Here one specific volume 20. Here we have 10. So draw the horizontal line here. Draw the horizontal line here. Check how much difference 20 minus 10. This is the 20 minus 10. How many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes. So 9 boxes. If you divide this difference with the 9 boxes, you will get 1.11 meter cube per kg of specific volume per box carries. 9 box we have, right? Per box. So calculate from the top. From the top, you check how many boxes for this point. So this is our point, right? 1, 2, 3, 3.5 boxes are there. From the top, we have 3.5 boxes. So I multiplied 1.11 into 3.5 boxes. So how much I got? 3.855 for this one. For this difference, we have this specific volume 3.885. So before, how much we have? 10 we have. So we have to add 10. So total how much specific volume? 13.885 over V2. Very simple. So this is how we have to use Molear chart. We have to mark the points. We have to solve the problem. Same formula. C2 is equal to 44.72 root of H1 minus H2. To find out area, m dot is equal to rho 2 A2 C2. C2 we found out. A2 we need to find out. M dot is a given question. V2 we can take from the stream table. If you like this video, kindly like, share. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm keep on telling to subscribe. If you have any doubts still, kindly give in comment box. I will help you to solve many problems. In next lecture, we will discuss how to mark the points if they are given only one parameter at inlet in the Molear chart. Thank you.